Films based on real-life events are among the most impressive works of cinema. Inspired by real events, these films both inform and deeply affect the audience emotionally. The adaptation of true stories takes the audience back to the period in which the events took place and allows them to feel the emotional and physical difficulties experienced by the characters. Such films not only present the audience with a story, but also hold up a mirror to historical events, social problems, or real dramas experienced by individuals. Here are some movies based on real events that have left their mark on the world of cinema. Directed by Steven Spielberg, this movie tells the story of a German businessman named Oskar Schindler and his struggle to save Jewish workers during World War II. Schindler's List successfully brings historical reality and human drama to the big screen. Shot in black and white, the movie deeply explores the horrors of war and the heroic deeds done in the name of humanity. Based on the true life story of Chris Gardner, this movie tells the story of a father struggling with financial difficulties and his struggle to survive with his son. Gardner's perseverance and determination to achieve success inspires the audience and creates emotional moments. Starring Will Smith, the movie is remembered as a story of hope and success. Based on the life of John Nash, this movie tells the story of a genius mathematician's struggle with schizophrenia and his personal and professional triumphs during this difficult process. The movie, which conveys Nash's inner struggle and achievements to the audience, has gained an important place in the psychological drama genre by being inspired by a real-life story. Directed by Ron Howard, this movie tells the dramatic events of the Apollo 13 space mission in 1970. The movie is about NASA's efforts to bring the astronauts back to Earth safely after a technical failure. Based on real events, this production takes the audience on a scientific adventure and a great thriller. Directed by Steven Spielberg, this movie brings the real-life story of a con man named Frank Abagnale Jr. to the big screen. The adventures of Frank, who created many false identities at a young age and was wanted by the FBI for years, offer the audience a gripping crime drama. The successful performances of Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks make this true story worth watching. This movie about Mark Zuckerberg's founding of Facebook and the legal and personal problems he faced during this process tells the story of the birth of one of the biggest social media platforms of the modern world. Directed by David Fincher, the movie contains important lessons about the world of technology and entrepreneurship. The story of a hotel manager named Paul Rusesabagina's efforts to save the lives of hundreds of people during the genocide in Rwanda. This movie sheds light on one of the darkest periods in history. Based on a true story, the movie presents a moving narrative about human dignity and courage. Based on the life of Alan Turing, a British mathematician who changed the course of the war by solving Nazi ciphers during World War II, this movie reveals the importance of technology and war strategies. Turing's genius in deciphering codes and his tragic end are impressively portrayed in the movie. Based on real events, these films not only present the audience with a story, but also reflect the challenges, triumphs, and tragedies of real life, leaving a deep impression. Such films contain important lessons about history, society, and human psychology, making the viewer think and emotionally affected.